Hi, Sagittarius. It's Angela, Grounded Dreamers. We're going to do a mid-month update for you guys. Mid-July 2022 for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. And also anyone else who comes through to this reading and thinks, oh, you know what? I want to know what that's about, right? That's going to be for you too. This guidance is the energy is drawn in for Sagittarius, but right at any given time, wherever Sag is in our chart or what's coming through powerfully for us, the guidance is always there. It's sort of evergreen. It's not really, there's no real set timeline or anything like that. Hold on one second. I have to plug in my laptop. It's going to die on us. Go. Okay, so the deck that I pulled from for this reading is from Divine Directions. This is a really simple deck, but the messages are great. It's just right to the point, right? And the card I got for you guys is Create. Express yourself creatively. You know, write your feelings down. This could be just simply journaling. This could be you know, dancing, singing, creating something in art, beginning a new way of communicating with others, you know, whatever this is, but your creative side wants to come out. Your self-expression is waiting to come out. Okay, let's see what the cards say here for you. I got We Are the World as your starting point. This is you and your circle and the universe all working together to bring forth that uniqueness that you carry and to express it out into the world. This is, you know, this doesn't have to be, oh, I'm going to become, you know, perfectly skilled dancer now or whatever. This is just personally express yourself in a creative way. And it will have an impact on the world, whether it's seen or not, right? It has an impact on the energy of the world. It has an impact on the vibration of the connection between you and the others, you know, the other people in your life. That's just important that you are expressing yourself creatively. Like I said, this could even be journaling. You could be, you know, vlogging, creating a video log and keep it just private for yourself. But just getting that energy out there into the world is what makes the shifts. It makes shifts for you personally. It makes shifts in your wider circle, and unseen and further down the line, it makes, you know, it starts to shift the way things move and flow in the universe itself, even if it never really becomes apparent to you of how that affected, you know, how that energy flow affected things down the line. It is. Right? Just by showing up, you know, creatively as who you are. Internally and within you, this creates an alignment. This self-expression and this creativity has a harmonizing effect on your body, mind, spirit. And it's also driven by intuition and your heart space. That's the connection there that it's making. So being able to creatively express yourself in whatever way, you know, you see fit, right? You know, you could start to recite poetry, maybe even just in private in your own little space, or writing poetry. This is just an important factor. We're all creative beings, and tapping into our creativity is really important for our own growth, no matter what. But you like to say, oh, but I'm not a creative person or whatever. Maybe some of you would say that. It's not about, you know, putting your art in an art gallery. It's about creating it for the purpose of taking some of that vibration that's within you and bringing it out into the world. And, you know, even if it's just going to hang on your wall, right? It's that process there's a catharsis there to bringing it from within and letting it out. So I love that, but it does have a balancing effect on you within. And then without, in your external world, look at that. It allows you to have all of it be present. Your inner being, your external being, your, your bright side, your dark side, your shadow self, the way you like to look at things positively, and then also, sometimes a little critically. It lets you be of more complete and full being by being able to express yourself creatively. Okay, now the key to moving forward is in this card, and that comes in comparison. This is where your mind gets in the way. But I'm not a good writer. Why would I want to write something to express myself? I'm not a good writer. So-and-so is a good writer. I know, I've seen their writing. I'm not a good writer. Nope, that's not it. Creativity does not really have room unless you're a critic or somebody, taking your creative work and bypassing the fact that just the process of creating is cathartic, right? Whether or not it lands on anyone or whatever, there's no need to compare the two trees, the bamboo and the oak. They don't even think about comparing themselves to the other. They're both trees, right? Like if you have a work of art and you drew a painting, or you painted a painting and someone else painted a painting, they're both paintings, but one is a full expression of you and the other is a full expression of the other. And neither of them would be like, oh, but that painting, is more well liked, or that painting is something that everybody needs, but mine isn't. Nope, there's no room for that. That's a mental construct, and that is limiting. That's limiting thoughts. So creating for the sake of expressing, that's what we're talking about. Now, once you start to drop the need to compare and just realize, okay, I'm just creating for the sake of it, then you get to realize, okay, look, this postponement card is another mental vibration, and it's kind of been blocking you. The thought of, why would I ever paint anything? Because I'm not a painter. I'm not labeled a painter. So I'm not going to express myself at all, right? I'm not going to be creative. I'm not going to bring anything out at all because nobody wants to see it anyway. So I'm just going to stay in place in my, dull gray, black and white world. And I'm never going to reach that full lightness of my being, that full colorful space that I want to be in. Well, this is false. And this is going to be supported by your inner transformation and your higher self really guiding the way. So yeah, you might tell yourself that I'm not worthy, or I don't have what it takes to be creative and get things out there, but it will have a transformative effect if you just allow yourself to. This is an internal vibration. So go out there, write a couple paragraphs, draw a little drawing, sketch a little drawing out, sing a song, dance around the room, whatever it is, to shake up that stuck vibration that's within you and let it move you to a new way of understanding. Then your higher self gets on board and kind of goes, you know what? Yeah, I don't have to do any creative endeavor for anyone else. It's for me. It's for my own way of putting myself out there in the world. There may be some of you who really are creatives, like that's maybe your work or your job or the way you present in the world, and you could have a creative block. And the key there is to drop the comparisons. My old work is better than the work that's coming out now. I'm blocked. I can't go forward. It's postponed. I can't create. If this really means literally a block for you, a creative block that you're experiencing, shift it, create for the sake of expressing. That's my best advice. Don't worry about it landing on anyone else or anybody else discovering it or judging it or comparing it or whatever. Create for the sake of expression. And that will unlock some of the blocks. It doesn't have to be create for the end product. okay? Just for the sake of getting it out of your system, moving the energy a little bit so that you can transform it and really find that inner alignment again, okay? That's good. This was a little specific. So if it didn't really resonate with you, and I'm feeling that probably some of you are like, what? I'm not going to create anything. That's fine. You know, if it comes to you in a future date, you can come back to this and realize, oh yeah, that's what that meant. You know, I needed to journal all my feelings out and get it all in writing, and maybe, you know, doodle a little bit along with it to really get the energy moving again that was stuck within me. So that's part of that process. Create for the sake of expressing. And I wanted to invite you guys to check out the event that I planned, that I have on my site, groundeddreamers.com. It's called The Mystical Fair. It is going to be an online retreat that we've gathered a panel of practitioners, different people, you know, a shamanic healer and an astrologer and a tarot and a pendulum guide. And we're putting together some little mini courses or little mini sessions with each of them at your choice. And we've kept the costs pretty low. And I'm just excited to share this. I've been working on this all year, and I invite you guys to check it out and see what I've been up to. I posted a video about it the other day, maybe you caught it, and the link is also in that video. But I love it. I'm excited. It's just the beginning of what I want to create for groundeddreamers.com. So here we go. Thanks, Sag, for being here, and I'll see you guys next time.